Hi, so we've made it to day 4 and it's breakfast time again. So looking at the costs so far in the week, I'm currently 27 pence under budget, which I'm very happy with. And again, if this was in a real life situation, you could use that for something else. You could get yourself a little treat. So it's really good, very happy with this, and I'm going to be making scrambled eggs on toast. So a little bit of a change from the poached eggs that I was having for a couple of days. Just thought I'd change things up a little bit. So I'll flip the camera around and show you what's going on. So that's just a couple of eggs, a little bit of chilli and a splash of milk in there. Just been whisked up and just poured it into a hot pan and then just stir it around constantly, and then that will give you some beautiful scrambled eggs. The toast's in the toaster just now, so I will report back once that's cooked and once all this is finished and show you what it all looks like. So there's breakfast on day 4. Some scrambled eggs on toast, and I've put a bit of chilli and a little bit of pepper in there. There's a cup of tea, which is a very good breakfast all in all. So again, eggs, very good for protein. Again, wholemeal toast, good for protein, good for carbs. So really good, really healthy breakfast. Looking forward to this. And as I say, you don't need to go for the best eggs if you just get what you can afford. These ones, as I've said previously, cost 7 pence per egg, so you really can't complain at that, and you're getting some very good protein from that, which is something that a lot of people kind of focus on. So I'm going to go eat this before it gets cold, and I will report back later on. So we're on day number 4 now, and it's lunchtime again, so I'm just going to use up some of the leftovers that I've had from previous lunches and have another wrap. So the couscous that I'd made, that's still in the fridge, that's still doing totally fine, so I'm going to use some of that again. There's still little bits of chicken, so I'm going to use the chicken again, and the rest of that's going to go towards dinner tonight. And again, there's just little bits of salad going in there as well. So I think that was about 29 pence this works out at. I'll put the full ingredients and the full prices come on the screen just now once I edit this. So I'll flip the camera around again and I'll show you what's going on. There we go. So before I roll it up, there's a tiny bit of chicken, some couscous, carrot, tomato, cucumber and lettuce. I'm going to roll that up and that is going to be lovely again. I really enjoyed this kind of wrap the other day. Lovely and cheap, and if you're working away, if you travel to work, whatever, you could roll this up, put it in a tub, and that way you're not having to buy anything when you're out. It saves a lot of money, and like I said, if that's 29 pence a day, if you do that over the course of a week, it's about £1.50 for the week. So very cheap, very easy to do, and will save you an absolute fortune in the long run. So I'm going to eat this because I'm hungry, and I think I'll make a cup of tea as well, so that'll bring it up to about 30 pence. So I'll check in later on. I'm planning on making a pizza, so I'm going to do that from scratch, and it's a lot cheaper than if you were to buy even the ready-made bases. Making the base yourself, if you've got the time to do it, is a really good thing, and it's quite satisfying to make as well. So I'll record the full process later on and you can see how that's done. So I will see you then. Hi, so dinner time on day 4, and I thought I'd go for a little treat, and because again I'm on the budget, I thought I'll make it from scratch and it makes it a lot cheaper. So as I said at lunchtime, I'm going to have pizza for dinner. I'm going to make a big pizza, half it, and have some potato wedges with it. So like I always say, regardless of whether money's an issue or not, you really need to enjoy what you're eating. If you don't enjoy what you're eating, then you're not going to stick to your diet if that's what it is you're doing, or if you're training for sport, if you don't enjoy what you're eating, you're going to get bored of it. So a pizza, everyone loves a pizza, and it's going to be a little treat meal and it's going to be delicious. So in here I've got 225 grams of bread flour, a tablespoon of olive oil, and half a tablespoon of salt. And in here I've got 150 ml of warm water and half a tablespoon of dried yeast. It's been mixed together and just left for a little bit to froth up, and it activates the yeast to get that working. So we're going to mix the two of them together and we're going to start kneading it. So I will come back when that happens in just a minute. That's looking good. So thicken tomato sauce and quickly do this and I will report back. So it's the thickened tomato sauce on there, leave a little bit for the crust. I'm just using cheddar cheese because it's a lot cheaper than mozzarella. So we don't want too much, but it's good for lots of treat. Just got mushrooms. So red onion, and then got some basil leaves as well from the basil plant, but I'll add them after, otherwise it goes all crispy and weird. So I'll report back, I'll put this in the oven and I'll show you later on when it's done. So now it's nearly cooked, I'm going to put the chicken on it because that was the leftovers from the other day, so it's already cooked. And if you just add that at the end just to heat up a wee bit, otherwise it'll go really tough if you put it on at the start. And I will also put the basil on, so that keeps it fresh and lovely. So I'll do that, serve it up, and I will show you what it looks like. That looks good. There we go. So pizza, potato wedges and a little bit of lettuce. So the pizza is half what I made. My wife's actually eating the other half, but you could freeze that if you wanted to and you can keep that for another day. The potato wedges, they've just got a little bit of oil and paprika on them. I coated them and put them in the oven, as simple as that. So gonna go and eat this and I will report back either tonight or tomorrow with how much it's all costing and the running total of what I'm at just now. So again, here we go. And just as a side note as well, making the pizza yourself, making the base yourself, you're cutting out a lot of the added rubbish that goes into it. If you buy kind of the shop bought ones, or if you get one from like Domino's or Pizza Hut or something, they'll add a lot of sugar and other rubbish. So you know everything that's in that is completely natural, and it is actually quite healthy to have that. As long as you don't go overboard with the cheese, it's fine. So I'm going to go eat this and I'll report back.